It is what it is. Oh, Richie. Are we doing live tonight? Is there live? Homie, are we lounging? Look, I can't stress this enough. Don't ever ask me again if we're lounging. We're lounging. Have never done anything. We have never done anything. It's been Richie and you sitting at home in your underwear, eating Cheetos, whatever, hanging out, coming and going as you please, as you wish. It is what it is. Haters are gonna hate. You know, masturbators are gonna masturbate. Anyways, you've came to the most stupid place on earth. There's nothing here for you. But, at least I'm telling you the truth. This is a fallen world run by fallen people. So, people that stand up, the ones that get knocked down. Are you ready to get hit? Now, the punch, Gran Puro. I haven't hocked in a while. The punch, Gran Puro. This is around Robusto size, although a little small in length and gauge for Robusto. Give or take, I think it's 4 and change, like 3/4 by 48, which is fantastic. I feel like a little short than Robusto, and just a little skinnier, 48, which generally speaking, over 50. Now, never speaking, I really am recommending having your own dry box situation or top of the humidor, whatever you want to do. I'm not saying you have to go 5 days in a dry box before you smoke it. But what I'm saying is if you know what you're smoking tomorrow, take it out tonight and then put it on top of the humidor, out of the cellophane, and or in a cedar box out of the cellophane. Why? Well, most cellophane, I believe, is designed for 70%, meaning cellophane, some companies might try to not use cellophane, they're getting cheap and they use plastic. But if it's true cellophane, it's semi-permeable. Look that up. It's a barrier, but it's not a 100% barrier. So cellophane would not be a good condom because there's a 30% chance, well, maybe more, but the point, I don't even know how you're fitting in the cellophane. The point is this, there's a 100% chance of disappointment, but so semi-permeable. So if the cellophane is rated for like 70%, that means it holds 70%. It only allows 30% to leave and or come in. If that makes any sense? So if a cigar is in a cellophane and it's a very wet environment, only 30% will be getting in. And or if a cigar is in a very dry environment, it's only going to release 30% of moisture because it's trying to keep it around 70. You understand what I'm saying? The barrier blocks coming in and blocks going out, but you understand, right? It's blocking more from coming out. It's trying to keep, it's more proof than open, if that makes any sense. It has more barrier. It's 70%, in a sense, non-permeable. So, I don't know why I'm explaining to this. A bunch of morons here. Anyways, so if you left your cigar in your dry box, and the same cigar, and one in cellophane, and the other one not, if the cellophane's helping to hold 70% of whatever is in there, the one in the cellophane would only be releasing 30% as much moisture as the one without it. So the one without it would be releasing 70% more moisture than the one in the cellophane, same cigar, in the same situation. So therefore, a cigar without a cellophane will dry 70% faster. And when we say dry, we're not trying to get the cigar cracking here. We're not trying to get the wrapper to crack, okay? We don't want Rice Krispies, snap, crackle, pop. What we're trying to do is just shed a little extra moisture at the sacrifice to get better production better production of smoke, better combustion, more combustion, more smoke, more flavor, more intensity out of any cigar. I promise you a lot of the classics you enjoyed were probably all on the moist side or too moist. And it makes you wonder if you ever had a cigar you didn't like, if it was not about the moisture. And I'm telling you, the only way to confirm is to go back and smoke classics you like, give them 1, 2, 3 days. Maybe that 2, 3 days is that sweet spot. Because obviously, at a certain point, unless the cigar is extremely moist, if you give it more than a week, I wonder, you lose too much moisture, and then, a cigar can regain moisture back. But I wouldn't leave it 2 weeks in a cedar box, unless it's, dripping. So anyways, yeah, this is a punch, Gran Puro. It's been out for a while. This is the second band. The original band was quite interesting. It had an odd color scheme. Let's just say if you saw it, it's going to remind you of the 70s. This was provided to us by Uncle Larry. So shout out to Uncle Larry. It's heavy for its size, has an extremely full pack. It is not a Puro though. It's Nicaraguan binder and filler with a Connecticut broadleaf, I would say Connecticut broadleaf Maduro wrapper. So, soft, gentle heat. I know this thing's gonna smoke well. I don't see any visible damage. I don't believe I damaged anything. So we'll take it as it is. I made a review yesterday and I deleted the video by accident. I went to try to post it today and it wasn't there. So it wasn't there because it wasn't there. And the more you know. And knowing is half the battle. Sometimes the battle, knowing is the whole battle. Like if you went to Thailand and if your date's a woman or a lady boy, in that case, knowing is the entire battle. It's not half the battle. Soft, gentle heat. It's intense off the bat. That's really thick tobacco in that filler. It's quite surprising. Well, that's surprising. Full strength off the bat. Full strength, 80% darkness off the bat. Full strength, 80% darkness off the bat. Long, heavy finish off the bat. Intense off the bat. This cigar in this size is going pretty good. I can't stress it enough. And it makes you remember maybe a year ago I had this cigar. I think I had this cigar in a tremendous size. And I had to put it out. But when I think about it, though, I think I might have been getting issues. Because I bought it that day from a lounge, and it probably, because even if you could slide the bed, that could be deception too. Of course, that's a good gauge, but in this case, I can't move the band. I'm getting great smoke output, so this is just a very full pack. That is extremely slow burning tobacco. My thing doesn't want to move, and it's definitely not over moist. So something to keep in mind, because anything you've had, if you give it another fair shake, if you had a bad experience, something so simple as too much moisture could affect the construction. Well, it could affect the deconstruction, because you could have great construction, but it's like you could have great plumbing on a sink, but if the pipes are clogged, well, it doesn't matter now. We gave you good construction, but now. So in this case, you can have a great cigar, but if there's just too much water in it, there's not enough room for air, or less room for air, and so less room to deliver the smoke, but also it's not combusting as good. fire needs space. You know, if you smother a fire, you put it out. And if you smother your children, they're not going to visit you when they grow up. I hate you, Mom. Wow. I'm actually going to have to be careful with this one. Here's the thing. If you smoke this, chances are you bought it at a lounge. Punch is very popular lounge. It's very affordable. You can get this around $6-7 Robusto, right? So if you bought it at a lounge, chances are it's too wet. And chances are if you bought it at a lounge, because you don't have tons of cigars, or you're buying one or something different, you're smoking it that night. So chances are it's too wet. I can't stress it enough. This is such thick tobacco that this, if this cigar was too wet, I could really see this heart dampening experience. I'm gonna tell you right now, let your cigar sit out for a day or 2, 3, sure, in a dry box before you smoke. This is strategic dry boxing. I'm not talking about you buy cigars, put a dry box 3 days, then throw them in your humidor and forget about them. No, we want them only to pull them out, put in the dry box right before you smoke them. It's kind of like, I was gonna say Kobe beef, you know, when they massage the cow before they, but that doesn't make any sense. Kind of, but anyways. Heavy pungent cigar. Honestly, because I just smoked the Cro-Magnon again last night. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you like the Cro-Magnon, you're gonna like this. And they're, I'm not gonna say the same, but they both have Connecticut broadleaf, and they both have tons of Nicaraguan filler. The difference is this has a high priming Nicaraguan binder, whereas the Cro-Magnon has a Cameroon binder. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this off the bat is stronger than the Cro-Magnon. That's surprising. It's not harsh either. It doesn't feel like it needs more age. It's Gran Puro Nicaragua and Robusto is quite surprising. It's a powerhouse. Heavy earth, very intense black pepper. Slightly intense, ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Intense red pepper. Very long finish. I'm gonna sneeze. I see I'm playing with the smoke and I'm getting up my nose, and I can't believe how potent this little cigar is. I'm telling you, man, you shed a little moisture, man. Wow. It's almost intimidating, almost. I'm not saying it's a scary cigar, but it's almost. It's actually quite surprising in this blend. The Gran Puro Nicaragua Robusto. It's stronger than the Cro-Magnon. What else are we getting here? Very tangy, twangy. So besides heavy earth, heavy black pepper, and red pepper has a good amount of red pepper spice. Very intense. Spice is intense. But very like sour, like pungent, like and twangy. So it has like a fermented type of taste to it. Not major sweetness, but a slight like sweet and sour. And I like when you're having like those that candy, the warheads, like ooh. So honestly it's not for newbies. And is it for everyone? No. I think it's usable, but look at the band is moving now. Bands make good dance. I think a lot of people would like this, but I still don't think it's like a sell-all guaranteed. I recommend it for everyone because it's still pretty intense and a little on the funky side. So oh shit. As soon as I get to here and I open that smoke up, and then it goes up to my nose, my nasal cavity, that hits me kind of hard, bro. It's all right, so it's scaring Richie a little bit. But if you had that, you're like, what are you talking about, Richie? Did you dry box it for a couple of days? This one, maybe it might have been there, I forget, more than 3, less than 7. It's been there for a while. So would I recommend this? Yes, with the caveat of, if you want a strong cigar, and also, you want something a little different. It's not crazy, but it's different enough from a traditional Connecticut broadleaf. If you want a good traditional broadleaf at the same price point, but it has a traditional profile, get the Charter Oak Connecticut broadleaf in the same size or Corona. You're gonna have a good time, I guarantee it. This is stronger than the Charter Oak, more spicier, heavier, darker, everything. But this one's more different. So I'm not gonna say experimental, but the cigar's a little kinky. Color me surprised. Because I've had this cigar before and it didn't taste like this as far as, and definitely not this intense. I'll come back, but the ash is going okay. I mean, on the flaky side. I mean, look, this is not going to be as good as some of the higher end punches. I think I feel the dad bod's a little higher than this as far as the initial quality and the construction. But then I also look at the like the golden era, like that's costing more money though. So the golden era is better than the cigar, but it's costing more money. So it is what it is. So this is still a great cigar. You can get it for $6-7 at a lounge. Online, even cheaper. So I think, it wouldn't want to be a cigar I would be stuck with forever, like, the only one. But this cigar can fit a lot of factors, and it's reliable, and it's very affordable, and it's not weak, it's strong. And it doesn't taste like a cheap cigar. I mean, it doesn't taste like even a high-end mid-tier, let alone a luxury cigar. But you're smoking like a working man's strong cigar. Like this is, like Punch gives you a lot for your money. So, a little lumpy, bumpy, but I mean, who gives a shit? Cigar works, and it's a strong, dark cigar. That there are other cigars that cost more that do less. Shit, I honestly, wow. There is some like candy-like sweetness coming in though. Holding that smoke. Wow, bro, that is really intense. We have sweet, sour, tanginess, tons of spice, very heavy. I mean, I don't know what else you could really ask out of a cigar for $6. But there's people that are blind by hate because it's a non-Cuban punch. Blind by hate. Or because in the general lineup, it's pretty much the most affordable brand in there, premium stuff. Premium meaning long filler, handmade. I really can't believe how much power that thing's got. It's on enough that it's making me feel just a little uncomfortable the more I smoke it, but not in a bad way. It's just kind of like, all right, what's going on here? Come back. We're in the last third. No issues with the drawer or construction, 0 touch-ups. Bird's not razor sharp, but no issues. I could have just showed you that part in line, but here's what it is. I'm not touching that up. I'm gonna drop this ash. Let me just get rid of that. Come on, Ash. So it is what it is. Gio keeps asking me, bro, we gonna do a lounge? No, no lounge. This is what it is. I've been getting up very early for overtime before work, so I've been getting up 2 hours. I've been getting up at 3 a.m. Nobody cares. That's okay. Do what you gotta do. I'm rocking it. And it wasn't that I was like short on money, like, oh, I'm just doing overtime because I wanted to just have more. And I'm getting ready to move in like 2 weeks, and so I'd rather just have extra cash going into it. Is what it is. And if I don't need that extra cash, then I roll into something that goes bang. I'll tell you what. Let's play a game. What's this? What's that? Let's play a game. Let's play a game. If you can, if you could tell me why I should give this to you. Maybe. Let's see. Give Richie a reason why I should give you $1,000. Give me a reason. Let's play a game. Richie, give me $1,000. Let's see. Let's see. I said maybe. Let's see. Well, let's see the best comment, and I'll think about it. But giving you $1,000. About giving you $1,000. Richie, would you give me $1,000? Richie. All right, for the record, no one's getting that fucking money. Richie, but entertain me, right? It is what it is. Richie, give it to me. It is what it is. So look, it's a dark cigar, it's a heavy cigar, it's a strong cigar, it's a pungent cigar, it's a long finish cigar, it's a spicy cigar, it's slightly sweet and sour and twangy. So it's not a traditional broadleaf Connecticut. Good construction. Hold that smoke. I can't hold it too long. It is what it is. Just puffing, it feels like heavy medium to full, around full strength. But holding that smoke, that's a lot. And when I drop that, whenever you drop a large ash like that, lots of times it pulls out a piece of the cherry. So, be mindful of that. That's not considered a touch-up because the cigar was smoking, but when you drop a large ash, I'm telling you, you might have to just help out the edges because the cherry in the center generally is still there with the slower burning fillers, but the outside generally cracks off. Cigar's gonna get a 4.1. Now you say, but Rich, you really enjoyed it. Yeah, but understand what it is. It's a great value cigar with great construction and a lot of strength, a lot of power, good amount of darkness. It does a lot for $6 at the lounge. Online, even cheaper, maybe $4 a piece. If you're buying a box, maybe buying a box of 20 for way less than 100. I don't know. I haven't looked up the prices, but I'm sure you can get deals on it. It's been out for a while. Maybe it's on Seabed, I don't know either. But it's not obviously not as good as the Red Dot, any Cohiba, but it's a lower tier price and it's a lower tier cigar, initially, of course. So if you can get these on Seabed for real cheap, God bless. At a lounge, pick up one or two and see how it hits you. And then if you want more, go online for much cheaper. I think it does a lot in this recession that we're in. We're in a decline. We're not in a recession. People are identified as animals, so this society is done. So if you're, if things are tight or you want to save some money, or invest in other things like ammo, smoke some of these instead. You'll be fine. You could get cigars for under $7 in a lounge and still have a good time. Not all of them are good, but punch you can. So I would recommend this cigar. The caveat that it is rather strong and pungent, and the profile might not be for everyone because it is slightly odd. But I enjoyed it. Would not be a good breakfast cigar. It would not be a good midday cigar. It would be a good cigar to have and go right to sleep. This cigar was strong enough to kind of knock you out. Remember though, let some moisture out. I think the golden number would be 2 to 3 days in a cedar box. No cellophane. Get rid of some of that little excess, and this thick, heavy, surprisingly short, skinny Robusto might kick your ass a little bit. Is what it is. It would not be a good transitional cigar. I wouldn't want something after this besides the strength, but the heaviness and the kind of profile. It's not going to mix well with any other cigar, and I wouldn't want to smoke 2 of these back to back. It would just be too much. So not a cigar that should be played with, although a cigar that's kind of ballsy and can be enjoyed. And it didn't taste dirty though. You know, if you get a cigar strong just by using younger tobacco, that's not aged enough where it's not smooth. It's still smooth. It's not gritty, which is surprising. So it doesn't have a dirty feel. They use a lot of strong tobacco on this, on the filler and the binder. So minus the wrapper, it is a Puro Nicaraguan binder and filler. But I feel Connecticut broadleaf mixes very well with Nicaraguan tobacco. So we're done here. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. I wish you well. Nobody cares. Right? It is what it is. This is Richie signing out. I'm not giving anyone money for legal reasons. That was a joke. I'll see you around. You stay fresh. 2 showers a day. Eat your prunes, drink water, limit your alcohol consumption. 10's for camping. 451 should just be numbers, but unfortunately, it's our society.